Select one underlined word or phrase that needs to be changed to make the sentence correct, or indicate that none of the underlined parts are in error. While the country remains largely closed off to the rest of the world, its zero-tolerance approach to containing infections has kept the virus from spreading out of control. Let's go through each choice to see if there's a mistake that needs correcting. B. Remains. This verb is in the present tense, which is appropriate here as the sentence is talking about a current situation. The country remains closed off. In addition, since the subject the country is singular, the singular verb remains is correct, as opposed to the plural remain. As there are no errors here, we can mark this choice off. C. World, its. This choice has two aspects to consider when looking for a mistake: the comma and the sometimes confusing its. Let's break these down one at a time. This comma separates the two clauses of this sentence. While the country remains largely closed off to the rest of the world, and its zero-tolerance approach to containing infections has kept the virus from spreading out of control. The second clause is what's known as an independent clause. It contains a subject, predicate, and expresses a complete thought. The first clause, however, is a dependent clause. It doesn't express a complete thought, and can't stand on its own as a sentence. It leaves the reader hanging. While the country remains largely closed off to the rest of the world, what? As a comma is a perfectly acceptable way of connecting a dependent clause to an independent clause, we have no issue here. Our second potential issue is the word its. Often confused for its with an apostrophe, its is the possessive form of it, while it'(s) is simply an abbreviation of it is. Looking at our sentence, we see that when it says its zero-tolerance approach, it's referring to the country's zero-tolerance approach. As we're discussing something that belongs to the country, we can see that this possessive form is correct. As there are no issues with this choice, we can mark it off. And D, has kept. The phrase has kept is in the present perfect tense, which is used to describe an action that began in the past and continues to be relevant in the present. And looking at our sentence, that makes sense. The country's zero-tolerance approach has kept the virus from spreading, and continues to keep the virus from spreading, which we see from the present remains. The country remains largely closed off even now. As there are no issues with this verb form, and seeing as we couldn't find issues with any of our choices, go ahead and mark choice A, no error, as our final answer.